Alright, what's up, guys? I'm going to jump right into this today because we got a lot to talk about. Alright, for those of you who don't know, this past Saturday was UFC 91 live on pay-per-view. And there is a new UFC Heavyweight Champion, and his name is Brock Lesnar. And ever since that fight ended and Brock was awarded the belt, the MMA community has been in an uproar. They have been going crazy that a former WWE competitor is now the UFC Heavyweight Champion. And the only thing I can really say to ease their pain is to shut up and accept it. Okay, Brock was in the year 2000, he was the heavyweight champion of the NCAA. Okay? His 3 fights in the UFC, he has proven that he's not just a fluke. He knows how to fight. He had Frank Mir beat until he got caught. He dominated Heath Herring, and basically he dominated Randy Couture when he won the title Saturday. Randy may have taken him down one time, but Brock took him down, dominated him on the ground, and in the second round TKO'd him by pounding his face until it was over. I didn't like Brock. This is coming from a person that didn't like Brock Lesnar when he started. I thought UFC was just trying to make some money, and I thought Brock was just going there to get some money. But Brock is a legitimate fighter and is a legitimate UFC champion. So we all just need to get used to it, and if you want him to lose the title, in my opinion, pray that Nogueira wins, because I think Nogueira will beat him, because I think Frank Mir got lucky last time. So pray that Nogueira beats Frank Mir at next month's UFC 92, and we will probably get our wish. Okay, on the next segment, I'm going to do wrestler transactions, and there's really only one to talk about this week. It hasn't happened 100% yet, but it's pretty much there. And that's Christian Cage. What's he going to do, guys? Is he going to go to WWE? Is he going to stay in TNA? I'm telling you, as a knowledgeable fan of wrestling, and I've been watching wrestling for 18 years, since I was 1 year old, that he is going to, I'm 96 to 97% sure he's going home to WWE. And that's because he's not really bored in TNA. He's happy in TNA, don't get me wrong. He's a big fish in a little pond over there. But I think I read something, him quoting, he wants to be a big fish in a big pond now. Here's my top 3 reasons he's going to go. 1, they're going to team him back up with Edge, and he's going to be on SmackDown. There are going to be major faces on SmackDown. 2, it's better for his family. He said it would be better for the move and all that stuff would be better for his family, and he just feels like that's where he belongs. And when he left, they didn't really want to lose him, and he's going to be welcomed back with open arms. And of course, the 3rd reason is money, as Vince would say. It's money. WWE is offering him triple what he's making in TNA. Who would turn down that kind of money, really? Unless you know something big's going to happen for you. Who would turn that down, man? I mean, I don't know what he's making in TNA, but triple, it's going to, that's definitely, that's more. It's 3 times more, so. Personally, I think Christian's going to WWE, and I like it. I hate that TNA is going to be losing a major player in Christian Cage. That is one of their top guys right now. But it's going to be good to see him home where he belongs in WWE. I didn't want to lose Christian in the first place. Just think, he comes in, he can be a major player for a title. You could either put him on SmackDown with Edge, like I said, or you could put him on Raw, let him rehash that feud he had with Chris Jericho. And either way, you got someone right away thrown to the Royal Rumble as a main guy. People might pick in the Rumble. You got him to throw in the Money in the Bank, which he's done before. WWE, if you pull this off, major acquisition for you guys. Major. From one potential thing in WWE to something major happening in WWE currently, and that is Jeff Hardy's attitude. I love it. I love it. This is what Jeff should have been doing at the beginning of this push. Going crazy. Okay? For those of you that didn't see SmackDown Friday, you missed one of the greatest segments I think I've seen in a while. And it's Jeff, because Jeff was so demonic. Okay, Undertaker pops up out of a coffin that was sitting there in the ring at the beginning of the show. He's talking about the Big Show match at Survivor Series. Okay? all of a sudden, the arena's solid black, and the Titantron goes black, and all you see is a head leaning over. And it's Jeff Hardy. And he's talking about how The Undertaker says the world is black and white, heaven and hell, and all this stuff. He's like, I live in a world of gray. I don't believe in any of that. And then all of a sudden, he's talking about being demonic and extreme. And his head lifts up, and you see the face paint. And in the darkness, it just looks so demonic. It's black and white face paint. It looks so demonic and so cool. And that was a great segment. It was fantastic. And it sets Jeff Hardy up to be a main guy. And if he beats Triple H Friday, which I'm pretty sure he will, he's going to be in the title match of Survivor Series. And he should be instead of Kozlov. Kozlov should not exist. Put him on ECW. Okay? Thank you. I'm just going to go out on a limb. This push that Jeff is getting. By summer of 2009, Jeff Hardy will be the WWE Champion. Either he will just win it by being the number one contender, or he will cash in his money in the bank by then and be your champion. I'm calling it right now. So, we'll have to wait and see, but I really hope that's what happens. I know it's Monday. Survivor Series isn't until Sunday. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about Survivor Series, give some predictions, insight, all that about Sunday's Survivor Series. It doesn't look as good as last year's Survivor Series does. But last year's was hard to beat because you had Batista, Taker, Hell in a Cell, and the return of Edge. The matches, let's see, Chris Jericho versus Cena for the world title. Jericho, even though everyone says has been crying, whining, and complaining that Cena's going to win. Well, he's probably not. If you've been paying attention, Cena hasn't won that many pay-per-view matches this year. He has pretty much been beaten in all of them. Even JBL beat him on pay-per-view. So, I'm going to go ahead and pick Jericho, just because I'm pretty sure somehow he's going to win. The WWE title match, right now, it's Triple H versus Kozlov. I'm picking Triple H. If it turns into Triple H, Kozlov, and Jeff Hardy, since Triple H has supernatural powers, I'm picking Triple H. Because you can hit him with your finisher all the time you want, but he'll still kick out and pin you. Somehow, someway, he'll pin you. Team HBK versus Team JBL. Team HBK. I don't remember who else was on the team. But they're not going to let JBL go over in this. I hope. Team Batista versus Team Orton. Probably Team Batista. I would rather see Team Orton win. Just because I think Randy Orton's the better competitor. But Cody Rhodes is probably going to ruin it. Because I see Cody Rhodes was on his team. So I'm going to pick Team Batista. And the last match that I know about is Undertaker versus Big Show in a casket match. Undertaker has a good and bad history in casket matches. He's won several. He's lost 3 that I know of. That being the Shawn Michaels, Yokozuna, and Randy Orton, I think, beat him too. But I'm going to go ahead and say Undertaker gets the win here just because I think it'll be a nice little... I don't know if they're going to end the feud here, if they're going to wait and end it at Armageddon. But either way, it's a nice little thing to happen. So, yep, that's my quick thoughts on all that stuff I've talked about today. So, leave some comments, subscribe if you like me, but that's really all I got this week. So, we'll see you guys next
Well, we a little sisters had help, cheating on a halo, rising and out of the Holocaust, the house, kick out the Mario, and break down agony after the hit.